actually say hi. Hi!
All right, so this packaging is really cool. I gotta give it to him. You can see the shade through a little hole in the box. See, that's an actual hole. So you can see the foundation shade in the store without having to open the box. That's a cool touch. It has a little blurb on the back. Surrealskin foundation is my complexion masterpiece. I put my heart into this groundbreaking formula with the hope of not creating a barrier of foundation, but rather awakening the true infinite beauty that lies within. That's deep, Mario, that's deep. But yeah, this is the Surrealskin foundation. I got the shade 6W. It was tough, let me tell you. I went in store, but they didn't have all of the shades available. So, and this is a little peachy. It's a little peachy, I'm not gonna lie, but it's less peachy than it looks online, so that's good. Today, I'm just using my Vieve Skin Nova. Tomorrow, I'll do the same normal skin prep, but I'll also use either the e.l.f. Halo Glow or the Charlotte Tilbury. I bought this today, and I already had makeup on, so I just took off everything, kind of but my brows, did an exfoliation wipe, and then skincare and Vieve Skin Nova. But this packaging is gorgeous. It's a glass bottle, nice secure lid. The print on here, shade is clearly marked on the bottom, 6W. And the lid is snug, but not so snug that it's hard to get off. Inside, you've got a metal or plastic chrome looking pump, which we love. 1 fluid ounce. Let's go in. Enough with the chit chat. It's $42. So this is the shade 6 Warm or 6W. You get a decent amount in that pump. I'm gonna be using my favorite Say brush. Mario does have some brushes. I have some of them. Most of them are double-ended like this. And they're really good, but I don't have a foundation brush of his. So I'm just going to dot. I don't have any like pore filling primers, just the Vieve Skin Nova and my regular skincare. Because it's already nighttime, I don't even have sunscreen on. So this initial application is mostly to make sure the color's gonna work and to see how it looks on first impression, and then I'll wear it for a couple hours, and then tomorrow I'll wear it all day. This is beautiful. I have not watched any full reviews yet, but I have seen just the title of some of the reviews I've seen say things like new favorite, new holy grail. I'm inclined off the bat to understand why. In addition, I think this color works great. Bring a little bit, just what's on the brush over my eyelids, and not too much under my eyes either. But what I'm seeing is evened out skin tone. It's a medium coverage. I could probably build it up some. So here's an up close look at my skin. I think it looks great. It's got glow for sure. You can even see where it was on my hand here on the back. It's got a stunning glow, but it's not shimmer. There's no glitter in it. So it's enhancing my texture a little bit right here. And I'm assuming that's because of the luminosity. So I might be inclined on a more regular basis to put a pore filling primer. So I'm gonna add one more little pump right here, just about that little bit right there. And that was too much. I'm gonna put the rest. I do have some discoloration and skin damage on my cheek in this area as well, where that texture is. I think that looks great. In the summer, I might need a darker shade. Ooh, that's stunning. Look at that glow. Oh my goodness, Mario hit it out of the park with this. This and the cream bronzer, not the stick. I like the stick, but I'm actually talking about what I'm going to be using for bronzer, which is the Skin Enhancer. It's a very sheer formula, so the shades are pretty flexible, but I just like a little bit more bronzy look. So I got medium dark. I'm gonna go in with concealer. I'm gonna use the Sephora Best Skin Ever concealer. Mario does not have a concealer yet. I'm sure he's working on it. Just dots right there. I think that's good. I don't really need much extra coverage. I've got discoloration down here, but it's not that bad right now. This is the BK Beauty 110. It's part of the Core extension line. That blends out concealer beautifully. Granted, I know this concealer blends out like a dream anyway, but I mean, look at that. Look at how easy that is. That concealer is freaking dreamy. Definitely one of the best products released this year, in my opinion. That's lovely, and it's blending beautifully with the foundation. Just take what's left on the brush on my eyelids. Ooh, that looks good. That looks lovely. All right, I'm gonna go in with the stick for more of a contour. This is in the shade light medium. A nice formula as well. Not too cool tone, but not orange at all. It's a lovely shade. And just for reference, here is the medium dark of the Balm right next to it. So this is the Balm in medium dark, and this is the light medium stick. So you can see they're pretty similar in shade, but this blends out to almost nothing, and this retains way more of its pigment. So that's the difference in the formulas. I'm going to bronze with the Balm and do a contour with the stick. And then I am gonna also take a little bit of that up in my corners here. Not adding warmth with this, just adding shadow. You can see the difference. I do have my big family forehead. We have massive foreheads, 5 heads, 6 heads with receding hairlines, adding some depth to those areas. And I'm gonna take a little right here, just what's left. I'm not adding any more to the brush. That's it for the contour stick. I'm now gonna go in again with the Balm, the Skin Enhancer. I'm gonna use the Soft Pinch blush brush from Rare Beauty. And this is doing more of bronzing, warming up the skin. Love it. What a beautiful formula. I like the stick too, but I really love this Balm formula. I can make it more natural, or I can go super bronzy. It's flexible. take the contour brush leftovers. All right, I'm gonna go in with this multicolored thing. What is this? This is the Transforming Skin Perfector. This I did get in light medium, and it's his Perfector. I use his brush for this one. I'm gonna use the bigger end of this, the F2 brush. So I'm gonna go in first with the bronzer shade and just go over the bronzer portion. Then next, set my under eyes, because I'm just remembering now that I did not do that yet. And then I'm gonna take all of it and go over like a finishing powder. To set my under eyes, I'm just gonna use the Vieve powder. This is the Modern Powder Perfector in the shade Light. This is one of my favorite, my other best products of the year to come out. Her concealer as well, but the powder I feel like is even more impressive. It's just lovely. It's so smoothing, so blurring. What a lovely finish. I see he's eating his toy. He's playing with his toy like he's supposed to. All right, now that that's done, by the way, look how gorgeous this base is. This foundation is absolutely stunning. And I know I just put it on, but it looks so good. It looks like skin. Like beautiful shiny skin. The color is perfect, not shiny. Just illuminated, healthy, even skin tone. I'm blown away. This is stunning. All right, now I'm gonna take this entire thing, just all the way over, and just go all the way over my forehead. And then I'm going like this, and I'm gonna keep it in the direction, tap it off, but I'm gonna keep it in the direction so the highlight part's at the top and the bronzer's at the bottom, and go over the cheek like that. And I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. You could take just the highlight, you could take just the bronzer. It is a multifunctional product, but I do like to use all of it together like that. Ooh, so pretty. Beautiful, another beautiful formula. For blush, I do have a stick blush in raspberry, but honestly, I don't know where it is. So I'm gonna use the powder blush in the shade Mellow Mauve. I'm going to just use a fluffy Refer 19 brush and just daintily dance this across my cheeks. I forgot how pretty this blush is. Again, Mellow Mauve. Really taking it all the way up to my temples. And then just across the nose, a little bit on the tip. Go for that cold girl, silly trend. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna take a little bit of that on my brow too. I mean, on my eyelid. I'm gonna stick with Mario. I'm gonna use the highlight from in here, from up here. I'm gonna use this fluffy fan brush and see what we can do with this. Just up here in the highlighty spots. Mario did also come out with powder highlighters. I did not pick those up. Got his clear one that's just like Vaseline. But that's not the look I'm going for right now. That's pretty, just a basic, not super intense. Definitely a departure from the rare. Super natural. Okay, so that's it for highlighter. Might as well play with this palette. This is, of course, his new eyeshadow palette, the Ethereal Eyes. It's a beautiful, neutral beauty, slightly rosy tones. Just gonna take this brown right here, blend it all over the crease. All right, and then I'm just gonna take this shimmer in the middle. We'll go smoky tonight. I'm gonna take it all the way across. That is pretty. It really softens out to be kind of a sheen and less of a classic metallic. Oh, I like that brown. I'm gonna take that on a pencil brush on the bottom too. Actually, I'm gonna take this dark corner matte up here. Ooh. I'm gonna use that same brush back in that shimmer shade and intensify it. I wanted to zoom you in to show you this eye look. I think it's beautiful. Brown smoky eye, but the shade is beautiful. Again, this is the swatch. And that's all over the lid. And then the darker brown matte is just smoked out around it. I'm here for it. I'm gonna go ahead and put on some liner. I do have the Mario liner, but it's not sharpened, so I'm just gonna use my regular LA Girl 2 Tight Line and put on some mascara, and we'll be back. Okay, finally we are gonna be doing a lip. I just highlighted with my Sephora Face Trio palette in the shade Gleam. I just used these 2 highlights for the little more on the tip of my nose and my inner corner, as well as under the brow. Nothing else on the cheek. I am actually gonna go back in with what's left on my brush because it looks like most of the Mario blush is already gone. So I'm gonna add a little more of that back in. That's better. But I'm loving this brown smoky eye. I never go dark and smoky like this, almost never, and I should more often because I love it. I did straighten up the brows a little bit too, but I mean, this skin is next level. All hail Mario. Quick spritz of, this is just the Charlotte Tilbury. Okay, I'm gonna zoom you in again. This foundation is absolute perfection. It's good coverage. It's definitely decent coverage. My sun damage is basically gone. The shade match, 6W, even though for some reason I still look pretty pink on the camera in real life. It looks pretty good. All right, anyway, this skin looks freaking phenomenal. I'm loving it. I'm loving the eye. We're gonna do a lip. Going to use the Mario lip liner in the shade Toasty. These are good lip liners. That's a good shade. Again, it's Toasty. Rosy brown. The brush on the end if you want to. Okay, so I left a bag at a restaurant and I haven't gone to get it, and in it is the Mario cream lip I was gonna use. I don't know where my other one is, so I'm just gonna go in with shade 1990 in the Merit lipsticks, which is just a beautiful brown. I love this formula. So nice. Beautiful brown lip to go with our brown smoky eye. We're gonna talk about this foundation more tomorrow, but right now it's absolutely stunning. My skin looks so beautiful. It looks even, blurred, and smooth mostly. I have just the tiniest bit of cakiness right there where my chin kind of creases. A little bit of texture, but not a ton. Nothing that a smoothing primer would not absolutely take care of. I think looks fantastic. I love it. All right, I will see you tomorrow for day 2 of this wear test. Okay, I'm back with day 2, trying out the new foundation from Makeup by Mario, the Surrealskin. I loved it the first day I wore it, so I expect it to go just as well the second day. I'm gonna do basically the same application. The skincare I've done, I do have on 2 pumps of the Great Serum, the Great Skin Serum from Merit, and then Vieve primer, Skin Nova primer, and a little bit of the Fenty lip, and a little bit of the Huda under eye treatment. So that's what I have on for skin prep. I am gonna go in like I normally do because typically I wear the Charlotte Tilbury or the e.l.f. Halo Glow. This foundation is so glowy that it really doesn't need that step, but I'm gonna do it anyway because that's how I normally would wear almost any other foundation. Basically mimics the look of wearing an illuminating primer and an illuminating setting spray without that. It's got the light reflecting particles that you can really, I don't know if you can see in this shot, but you can really see them in the daylight. But it doesn't look like glitter on the skin at all. It just looks like beautiful, glorious. You know what I am gonna also do today is I'm gonna put a little bit of the Tatcha liquid silk canvas right here where I have more texture and pores. A tiny dot, that much. And yes, I know I already have the Charlotte started, but I'm kind of going under it and then blending up into the edge of it. Just where I have the most kind of texture. And you know what? I'm going to put a little bit up on my wrinkles up here. I've got some pretty intensive wrinkling above my eyebrows here and then across my forehead. That's it for primer. Okay, my shade again I got is 6W. This shade is working pretty well for me. It's got some fluidity, but it's not runny. All right, I'm just gonna again dot it around my face like I did yesterday. I always take my foundation down my neck and up on my ears a little bit, just so we have kind of a uniform color. Just going in and kind of pressing that in everywhere in a stippling motion. You can see the Charlotte peeking through. It's a little more aggressively highlighted over here, but let's zoom in. That's a beautiful, beautiful foundation. Like, I'm gonna finish up the rest of my makeup and come back, check in, and then we'll do some final thoughts. Okay, final check-in for the Makeup by Mario Surrealskin foundation. I am in the shade 6W. I could not be happier with the foundation. I've tried a bunch this year. And this is by far my favorite. I like it more than the Charlotte Beautiful Skin, more than the Hourglass, more than the RMS. If you want to actually say hi.
I want to actually say hi.
Hi. Okay. Thank you. Does mommy's makeup look pretty?
Yeah, I love it.
Oh, thank you. Oh, you're wet. Oh, you're the sweetest boy ever. Thank you. Mwah. Oh, you got lipstick all over you now. Oh, you're the sweetest. You're the sweetest. Anyway, I love the Mario foundation. It looks like skin and it lasts all day and night. I slept in it accidentally and it still looked decent in the morning before I washed it off. It does not accentuate fine lines or wrinkles. It doesn't accentuate texture much. Does a smidge. It does have the light reflecting particles, but mostly that refracts the light, bounces it back, so you don't see the wrinkles, texture, blemish, uneven skin tone, etc. that's behind it. So that's the point, from what I understand. I'm not an expert, but I do know my skin looks good. It looks beautiful. I've been wearing it for about 5 hours so far today. It is a winner. This will be my favorite foundation release of 2022. He snuck in right in the last week, but it's absolutely breathtaking. I cannot stop raving about it along with the rest of the world, and it's warranted. It's not just hyped up. It looks like stunning skin. It looks smooth and radiant. My pores look minimized. My skin looks glowy and healthy and not like a 42-year-old with a ton of sun damage and wrinkles. It looks youthful. And even, I mean, you can see how good my skin looks. So again, in conclusion, I find this to be appropriate for mature skin, dry skin, young skin, healthy skin, probably even oily skin. I don't have oily skin, so I'm not the best person. I'm sure you can find somebody who can tell you that answer. But I do know it works great for dry skin, early mature skin, and I'm confident it would look great all the way through the age spectrum. It is stunning. It looks like skin, only better, smoother, more radiant. Even from the packaging with the window where you can see the color. I don't know that he's the first person to ever do that, but the first one I've seen and noticed in a while, and that's pretty brilliant. The shade works well enough for me. I'm blown away. It's, yeah, the best foundation I've used this year. I cannot say enough good things about it. I hope you've enjoyed and gotten some use out of this 2-day wear test and review. I did post a couple of shorts with images, just quick swatches of the product and my first impression after putting it on last night. But I hope this more in-depth review helps you. Please let me know if you want me to do anything different, if there's something that would be more helpful in these foundation reviews and just on my channel in general. I hope you have a great new year. May 2023 bring you nothing but joy and happiness and personal growth. Please like, subscribe, share, all the things. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks. Bye.